All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Hurry Up and Wait. And today's guest is going to be Matt. He is an Army, actually currently active duty Army soldier of 21 years. And, we're going to talk today to him, learn about his life, and learn a little bit about what it's like being active duty on the verge, teetering of getting out. With that being said, let's start the show. As you can tell, no more crayons for the foreseeable future. Thank you. Hurry up and wait. Back, guys, to another episode of Hurry Up and Wait. My guest today is Matt. He is an Army Sergeant First Class, equivalent to a gunny in the Marine Corps. What makes today pretty special is that Matt's still active duty, 21 years and counting, and he's going to kind of give us some insight on what's life like still on the inside of the penitentiary. While the rest of us are free, growing beards, living our life disabled and broken, he's still broken on the inside. With that being said, Matt, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man, of course. So, the way things go on this show, it's real simple. 6 questions. And who are you? We'll start with the first one. Who are you, and who are you before you were in the service?
Before I was in the service, I was just a country bumpkin, South Texas. Football, small town. I grew up in a small town. It's called Wild Peach, Texas. It's not even on the map.
Yeah, it sounds small.
It's so small that we have a volunteer fire department. We have a gas station that may or may not have gas, and we had to drive to the next town to go to school. And so I grew up, like I said, backwoods, and I had nothing going for me. Everyone in my town either joins the same plant, go to work at Dow Chemical, or they start selling drugs and stuff. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not about that. Recruiter came up to the school, and I ended up like, hey, man, I think this is what I want to do. Me and my friend, we talked about it, and I ended up joining. I did the delayed entry program, so I joined. December 5th is when I swore in, of 2005, and then 06 is when I went to basic training. 6/6/06 was the day I went in.
Damn. So what, you were 18?
17.
17? 06? Oh, so we're about the same age. You what, 37, 38?
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 37. I went in 2010 because, life, I was trying to go to college.
Yeah.
That didn't work for me.
So it's not that college is easy now. As a kid, though, school, I was an A/B student, and I really didn't. It was easy for me to be in school. I moved out my freshman year, moved in with my girlfriend, had my own place. Education was never my primary. It was me was being an adult. I wanted to be an adult already. I wanted to move on, move out. So when I joined the Army, I'm like, I'm already an adult. I don't need school anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I would kick myself in the butt every day for that. I'm like, why didn't I go to school when I was younger? I mean, I have a bachelor's now, but soldiers get it pushed right through it right when they get in. They get their associates right off the bat within the first 2 years, and a bachelor's for the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I wish I did that then, so I have time to get my master's and push forward from other certificates and be prepared and ready when I retire.
Yeah.
And now I'm chasing the damn rabbit right now, trying to get it all done before I retire the next year. I'm like, damn. It is what it is, though.
No, I get that 100%. Yeah, no. It's hearing your stories, man, you seem like you're a little too smart for the path you took.
Yeah.
What was your ASVAB score when you took it?
So when I originally took it, it was a 109.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and so the...
you could have done anything.
So it's the GT. If your GT is 110 and above, you can do any job.
Yeah.
Mine was a 109. And I did retake it as a staff sergeant up in Fort Benning. I think it was 2017 is when I retook it, and I raised it up to a 121. And so then I can reclass any job I wanted to. I didn't do it for the reclass. No. I did it because I was dropping a green and gold packet, and I wanted to set myself apart. So I'm like, hey, look, I can do this. And
what's that? A green and gold?
A green and gold packet. So in the Army, there's 2 ways to become an officer from enlisted.
Oh.
You can go straight to OCS if you already have a bachelor's, which I did not.
Uh-huh.
Or you can go green to gold, which you'll go with the ROTC pukes, and you'll be the enlisted cat with them.
Mm-hmm.
Do school with them and then go that way.
We call them Mustangs in our world.
Okay, yeah, we just call it green to gold, Army to officer program.
Simple enough,
right? And I got accepted, made the list, and then I failed psych.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at no, I get it. 100%.
I failed psych. They're like, hey, you've been to psych a few times. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I was trying to go be a chemical officer. I'm already a chemical NCO. I'm like, yeah. No, you can't do that. You're crazy. I'm like, I do it already. I'm just doing it as an NCO. What's the difference? Yeah. There is no difference, but you can't do it. I'm like, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Whatever. No big deal.
So then, okay, so a little bit more beforehand. So you got to take the test. You got to do everything. What was like? Were you the first in your family to go military, or
actually no. My grandfather was drafted on both sides, my mom's side and dad's side. One was National Guard, and the other one was just drafted. He actually went to Fort Bliss, and then after Fort Bliss, he deployed just long enough to close down the Vietnam War and come back. And so he didn't see anything when he was like, he said, at least I was there. I'm like, something. Yeah. But that was the only people in my family who did anything military. I was the first one who's done anything since that. Everyone else is in, Dow chemical plants or less. Mm-hmm. So.
Fuck yeah. But, okay, cool, man. So anything else you want to tell us about before? Were you like a punk ass kid? Were you a good kid? Besides,
I wouldn't say punk ass. I wouldn't say good either. Definitely not good.
You had the good grades.
Yeah. I had good grades. I liked school because I liked that's where the girls were at. Right. So, I moved out. I had my own place. I had parties. As a kid, I was great. I was very intuitive. My mom moved around a lot, so my mom, great woman, but she would marry the first person who showed her any compassion. So I had a lot of stepdads.
I had 4.
Yeah, so you know how I feel it. So and then we move a lot. So wherever I always joke around. My mom was a nomad. I lived in every city in my county. I lived there, and it's because where the money was at. She moved. She got a new job. We moved. Trailer to trailer to trailer, trailer trash. One of the houses I grew up with.
Ain't no wrong with living in a trailer unless it's like one of those trailer trash parks. But I've seen some fucking double wides.
Nah, man, we didn't really have trailer parks in my town. It's all like trailers with acres.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And everybody at least has 1 acre at minimum. Your neighbors aren't close. I see. With trees everywhere. So the next one. But the problem with that is there's no rules. So some of these trailers have 30 broken cars in front of it. When the floods hit South Texas, man, you know how they fixed it? You know how they get money? Oh, your house is too low. You need to fix it where you can't get flooded again to get this money. So instead of fixing the house, you know what they did? They put them all on cinder blocks. Now we have lifted trailers and lifted trucks. I'm talking ghetto as fuck. I used to get excited to drive home to show my kids. Every year I drove home to show them the worst it got. Yeah. I'm like, man, this is home? This is ghetto.
You know what's funny? Because last time I was in Florida, my old man passed away in 2018, and I went to visit, and then had it been 22, 23. Yeah, 23. I said, you know what? I haven't been to his grave in 5 years. Let me go see him. So I went, and dudes that I grew up with, guys that I graduated in 06, still smoking weed, still living in their parents' house, still doing the same shit that I was down with, and I'm just like...
Exactly why I left, man. Exactly why I left.
What is going on, man?
I get random messages from high school friends.
Yeah.
Messaging me, hey, man, looks like you're doing good. It must be nice. I'm like, what do you mean must be nice? I've been to Iraq. I've been to Afghanistan.
You know the kind of shit we've been through?
Guam, Romania, Lafayette, Poland. I've been gone more than I've been home. I've been shot at more than I would like to admit. Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean must be nice? I worked my ass off for what I got. Yeah. Can you spare a few bones? I said, I don't even give my mama money. You nuts. I'm not giving you shit.
I'm broke. I don't got more money. I just got more bills.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just because you see the lavish doesn't mean I like no. If I give you money, I don't get the lavish.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Funny story. My fridge just the other day. Fucking the freezer started freezing. I'm like, this isn't good.
No,
and I
right?
noticed because my popsicles were fucking freezing. I'm like, hold up. This isn't right.
Right.
This isn't right.
Exactly.
And
Man.
then I'm like, I'm not ready to go out $1,000, at least $800 for a new fridge. I'm like, I gotta figure this out. Yo,
Yeah.
YouTube University. I take apart the door. I take apart the front thing. The coils are frozen. I pull the fridge back. The coils in the back are clogged. I'm like, I've seen this before. We're AC units. When the coils freeze, there's a clog. Boom, vacuum the thing, melted the coils, put it back together. Boom, I have ice. I can't afford you, let alone me.
There's a YouTube video I always see, and he goes, "Man, you know how to do everything. How do you know how to do it?" I was poor. I couldn't afford to do it any other way. I YouTubed it. I looked it up. And my kid the other day is like, we went to my brother's house. My brother has a dirt bike, getting it all set up. Brother couldn't get it started. I'm like, hey, get out of the way. My brother has money, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever I grew up, my mom started doing well after I moved out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
So my brother always had all the nice things. He went to A&M. He had they moved out the trailer park, had a really nice house. So
you ever seen like Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
How Sheldon's the fucking smart one, but his older brother was the one who stayed and ran the fucking tire shop.
Yeah, 100%. And so like, but he's over there. I go over there, lift the dirt bike up because it wouldn't start. You know,
right.
let the fuel go drain out, put it back, kickstart real fast. Dang, Dad, you know how to do everything. I'm like, I was poor. I remember when I was a kid, man. We were. Somebody we knew back in the day when they used to have these little silver things you connect to your cable.
Yeah.
These little silver things would give you a channel.
Mm-hmm.
One would be HBO, Cinemax, because it used to be you had it all, you just couldn't see it.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That blurry screen.
Yeah, the one in the corner.
Yeah, you can see if you look real hard, you can see the skin. You can see the girl's boob just right.
Right in the corner because it was all fucking
like that Skinemax.
Yeah.
And like, well, my mom knew a guy, and so like we had a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
The house itself somehow had cable.
Yeah.
We had no idea. We weren't paying it, but it was there. So like only one TV.
Yeah.
We went to Walmart. I bought all the coax cables.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there 12 years old on the side of the house, drilling holes through the wall, getting every room set up.
All that shit that the cable guy snitches you out for when he
Yeah.
comes in and checks the box.
So the thing is, they thought it was disconnected at the pole. So we never got checked. We had one of the houses we lived in. I lived there like 3 years, but that house was set up. The 12-year-old was sitting like a monkey on the outside of the house, sitting there drilling holes. Bro, I was
Dude, you're talking about some
MacGyver, man.
You're talking about some like, you know how people use VPNs now on computers?
Yeah.
Like that was our VPN. like we walked so these little assholes can run on the internet.
Oh,
like, we were the outside kids who come inside when the street lights came on. You know, I still remember it's 9 p.m. Do you know where your kid's at?
Yeah.
We were those kids.
Oh, 100%,
and
man.
Then we closed the door from playing outside, and then we pioneered the internet, like AOL Instant Messenger, ASL. Like,
you got mail. You got mail.
They're like, your mom picked up the phone, you lost internet. And then MySpace, and then now these assholes got TikTok and all this fucking shit. My kids don't even know what outside is.
I hustled so much as a kid in high school. Since I moved out, I needed extra money. I used to make CDs for people.
Yeah.
I used to make burnt CDs. Hey, what CD do you want? I'm like, bro, BearShare. I got this.
Fucking LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire and BearShare. Those two out like that. And then I used to do the DVDs. I'm like, oh, I got the brand new 300 already.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like with Tobey Maguire,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1 in the 8th grade, dude.
And I was good with it too. I had like a little pamphlet. What do you want? What do you want? I had little paper plastic things to hand them out. I was the illegal DVD
the
man.
plug, bro.
Yeah. I used to go up to the barbershop and sell at the barbershop. The barbershop didn't even care. I'm like, yeah.
No, dude, that was life. That was before all the social media bullshit. That's when you can do stuff.
Oh no, I had MySpace.
No, I know, but even then, you could do stuff and not get caught.
Not getting in trouble. No one was looking for it. Yeah,
we were not
it was so new.
And we weren't self-incriminating like TikTok.
No. We ain't. I'm not showing the pictures and videos of me doing dumb shit.
Oh, the worst I did was because we grew up on Jackass, right?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
I did. So
Oh, we record that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go do this stupid thing
watch
that's
me
gonna
jump
hurt
off
me.
the 30-foot tree into this fucking mud pile.
But not watch me do donuts in the parking lot of the school. I'm not recording that.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get myself in trouble.
Exactly, man. Different times, man. Different times.
Now they're over there running up on people just to see if you knock them out.
Stupid.
I'm like, what the hell?
Like felonies, man.
I'm like, you gonna record yourself doing
Felonies.
felony and then post it?
I watched this video. This dude literally live chatting himself on IG, trying to go rob a store in California. And he holds the dude at gunpoint, and dude's like, yeah, I got the thing in the back. He goes in the back, closes the door, and locks it. And the dude's like, what do I do? And just ends up running out of the store. I'm like, yeah, you deserve that.
Oh, 100%, man, 100%.
Cool. So that was a little bit about our past. We kind of dated ourselves.
Right.
All right. So you're talking about, you hit boot camp. So here's probably where the meat and the potatoes is going to be. What's life while you're still in? Since you're still in, we're not going to get out. We'll change that last question to what's your plan? But tell me more about what's life in, 21 years, man. I went 7, and I saw that the military was getting too soft, way too soft. And I was like, I got to go. I can't do this.
It's getting soft, but it's also like, it's adjusting with the times. Because we always say, like, the number one thing we hate is when for our age, is someone asking us why. Because we got him the fuck up. If we ever asked why and not just execute, our ass was grass. Not only did we get the mission done, but then we also got our dog shit smoked out of us for hours and then treated like trash afterwards. But I'm also not saying that was right either. Mm-hmm. Because there's a really bad stem in the Army, like, man, it was bad for me, it got to be bad for you.
Nah.
And that's like, hey, look.
I know that.
We lived in shitty barracks. You better live in shitty barracks.
Yeah.
We got shit on for this. You got to get shit on for this. It's like no, man, it's not a rite of passage. There's certain things that need to get fixed. Discipline, though, doesn't need to be one of them.
Yeah.
That should still be there.
Yeah.
So I thought I hated it from the outside until I became an instructor and they explained things. Look, like if you take a kid now and take them away from their phone, you actually see withdrawals.
Yeah.
And it's not like that's why they give them their phone every once in a while in training. They still don't do it in the Marines though, which is fucking great. But in the Army, because we used to have payphones, they took away the payphones, so we can't even call nobody. So now they usually give them their phone for call. But the problem about giving their phones, they can still look at social media. They can still see, oh my gosh, my girl's talking to somebody.
Dude, how do you stream shit from boot camp? I saw like these kids and like I don't know. If most of
it's AIT, not boot.
Okay.
Not basic.
Okay.
So because we're a little bit different than Marine. Marines like boot, and then your advanced training for your job.
Boot camp, SOI, and then your school.
Yeah. So you're considered a Marine the second you're out of boot. For us, we're not considered soldiers, or we don't treat like there's people like they're soldiers until they're out of AIT, which is your second school.
Okay.
Some of one's called OSET. When you join, and you go through both back to back. Sometimes, most of the time, it's like combat arms jobs. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes other ones. But then you have where you can do it split. You do this one at one base, and then you fly to the next base for your school. Because some of them don't have basic training. Like let's say. Like the medical training. Mm-hmm. Medical training's at, I think it's Sam Houston, which is, where is that? San Antonio. So there's a base in San Antonio, and that's where the medical school is. So you'll go to your basic in one place, and then go to the school in the other. Mm-hmm. I did basic in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, 6606, first day of basic training, and then I was joined to be in the reserves as a fueler, and thank God I did not stay because that was a hard job to get promoted in for many years. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as I went back home, I switched my job and went active and went chemical. And I think was it 07, like after I got back from training and everything, 07, we deployed straight to Iraq. I went to Fort Hood, deployed to Iraq. Did 15 months there. I was there when it transitioned because, so technically OIF and OEF, right? We all know OIF is Iraq, OEF is enduring, was Afghan. There are some missions during that transition period in Iraq that are also called OEF as well.
Yeah.
When they were, I think it was 08 and 09, when they were transitioning to the second part of the mission, when they're like trying to get out of Iraq.
Yeah.
I think that's right after Obama took over.
Yeah.
And they called it OEF, but you're in Iraq, which was confusing as hell for a lot of people.
I remember that weird yeah.
Yeah, because it was like it's not Iraqi freedom anymore because we're trying to get out, so we're gonna call it enduring freedom as well. And I'm like, yeah, but everyone that's a different country. That's weird. But anyways, so I did that there. I was with so I was a chemical unit, hazmat response. I got attached to, and I was a young E4 and below. I got attached to 101st Airborne because we were a specialty platoon, and we needed to be attached to somebody doing something like leadership over us.
Yeah.
Since we're only a platoon, and so we got attached to 101st, and so we're not doing chemical missions. We're doing PSD, personal security details. So I was doing personal security details. The cool thing was our weapons were chemical, man. They don't spend no money on our weapons. I had the biggest saw in the world. I had all the original everything. Things like 30 foot long. 101st, like, hey, give us this real fast. You can take our M4s, which we had M16 still.
Yeah. You
can take our M4s, hold it for a minute. I like a week later, got my rifle back. Had the stub nose on that thing, the collapsible butt stock, pistol grip with the bipod. But man, this thing's nice.
Free upgrade.
A free upgrade. I got to keep it all too. You should have seen my bag check when I flew with that thing, and I didn't. I forgot it was in there. I put it in my bag underneath the plane to go to Korea. Why do you have this? I'm like, because it's mine. I'm going, yeah, my bad. Oops.
Right.
My bad. It's just a barrel.
Yeah.
But so after Iraq, went back to the States, did a few more years, Fort Hood, and then went to Korea. After Korea, I was a chemical unit in Korea. I got in a lot of trouble in Korea, man. Woke up in Korean hospital. Korean Jesus is real. Korean Jesus.
Yeah.
Nah, I woke up, bright light, beep.
I only spent 29 days in South Korea. It was I think I told the story before in an episode. When Junior just took over and he was moving up, arms up and down, swinging his deck, ours artillery, and we were on one of our booze cruises. I think it was around 2012 he took over. Yeah, it was on my first deployment, and we were on the booze cruise, the 31st MEU, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to Korea." We're like, "Okay, whatever." We show up, we post, and we just aim all of our artillery north. We were maybe 40, 50 miles away from the DMZ, but we were just there.
I think we do that a few times a year, actually. They have we always do the responses, whatever Kim Jong-il does, whatever. But then we also have our actual training events where we all train to go prepare for the border, and we do those. And those are random as hell. We always have to have our go bags ready for that.
Yeah.
And I had a good time there, but I also got in a lot of trouble. I had a couple Article 15s. I've had 3 in my career, and I'm still 7. I have a company field grade.
Any ninja punches in JP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunrise company and field grade.
Okay.
I got all 3. I got the trifecta.
So, and they still let you stay?
Oh, 100%.
For us?
We have a joke in the Army is you can't get 7 without an Article 15.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's obviously not a real thing.
No,
it's a joke, depending on what you do. All mine were alcohol related. I don't drink anymore. But I couldn't. I wouldn't stop. It wasn't. I could drink and have a good time, but you put any liquor in front of me, I don't stop. When I wasn't joking, when I woke up at a Korean hospital, there was $1 tequila shot night, and I had a 20 on me. Let's go. Bro, it was bad.
Yeah,
and
tequila ain't my friend.
And after Iraq, I had a lot of dark nights in Korea because being alone in your room, I'd have bottom shelf tequila, military special.
Yeah.
And I would be by myself in my room. I'd make me a whole bunch of tequila sunrises, and I wouldn't wake up for PT. I'd be in trouble. I'd be reeking of alcohol all the time.
Yeah, no, tequila's the one where I drank 4 times in my life, and the 4th time was because it was just one shot because I learned my lesson from the first 3 times. The only time I ever drank tequila, it was bad. it never ended well. It was either me fighting somebody or like getting in a nasty fight with my mom, my girlfriend. It was tequila. Like, you just know this is not the liquor for you. And the fourth time, my buddy bought me one shot at a concert we went to, and that was it. I was like, nope. After this, I'm done. And I get it. Besides that, it's just beer or whiskey, So.
And I had a really bad problem drinking for a long time.
I get that.
A lot of it is like drinking away the memories, shit like that. And so the good thing about being in the service, while you're still in, the busyness, the other brothers that you have that you haven't lost, it kind of dulls the pain.
Yeah.
So while you're in, you're so busy that you don't have time to think about things.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And it's the closer you get to retirement, the slower things get, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm in a place right now where I'm literally the only active duty person in the building. I feel like I'm an active guard reserve, where I'm working for the reserves, but I
did ask you that off camera when you was like, "Oh, shit, are you reserves?" Like, nope.
I'm not. I work in a reserve building. I'm an OCT lead.
At best, you're just a liaison.
Basically, yeah. That's all I am. I'm a liaison. So these guys have to. So First Army, what they do is all the reserve units, they go review their training to ensure they're qualified and ready for deployments.
Yeah.
So they can get the reserve guys can mobilize. And there's actually reserve units that are also OCs, and they technically fall under First Army. Well, my job is to make sure these reserve OCs can do their job, go get qualified at the school, and be prepared to go evaluate other units.
So are you like I forgot. My brother-in-law was my ex-brother-in-law. He was a full-time Marine, but then he was working with the reserve units. He was working with the reserve units, basically. Like, that was the duty station, that he'd be at the reserve base, and it'd be him working full time, making sure all of that happened.
So usually, in the Army, they have what they call active guard reserve. Those are the guys who are the staff for the reserve units.
Yeah,
and all they do is all the paperwork, their staffing, mission preps, paper. Like as soon as they come on the weekends, like, hey, look, this is the next mission coming up.
I think Justin was that from a Veterans in Needs project.
Yeah.
I think Justin was that. No, we're too cheap to do that. They were just like, you're a full-time Marine, go ahead and you're stationed here at this base, but this is a reserve base, so you're just doing, like, even my boy, he was an armorer, and he would just have to maintain by himself all the active reserve units, weapons.
Yeah.
So
no, they still have the guys on the weekends come in. They take care of their own vehicles, take care of all their own stuff.
Okay.
I just came from NTC, which is like the National Training Center. It's in California, like Barstow-ish, north of Barstow, about 30 minutes to an hour. It is like 12,000 square miles of just desert. So we go play like force on force. There is a Marine base right in Barstow, Silver Valley. It's I don't know what it's called, but it's where the railhead ends, and that's where the Marines fucking, what's that job called? Motor tees. That's where all the motor tees are at, so they can get all the vehicles in and off the damn train line, off the railhead, and get it ready for us to do all that training. Because
I'm trying to remember, because I was stationed in 29 Palms, but it is in 29.
Oh man, this is it's a peon base.
Yeah,
you blink and you're past it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember off the top of my head, nor did I give a shit
right.
to remember.
Well, all I know is, so I was there for 3 years, and that was a great freaking gig. Don't get me wrong. Every gig has its like bad memories. The ones you wake up before sweating, and like there's kids out there. Like, the training's great. It's 15 days straight. It's 120 degrees. Sometimes it's 20 degrees. Sometimes it's snowing on you. It's raining on you. It's sleeting on you, or there's a dust storm. Like, the weather is unforgiving, but the gratitude you get from like teaching these kids how to do their job and everything, that was great. But then you also have the ones, like I said, I'll talk to you off the screen earlier. These kids like not listening. and like don't putting on their equipment when they're in the back of these freaking strikers and they're hitting ditches, splitting their heads open. We gotta get a light flighted.
These kids,
Gotta
man.
stabilize them until then. All these kids are not drinking enough water.
Zero awareness, zero survivability.
No, and they're like, dude, I'm not griping you to gripe at you, man. I'm telling you, you got to do this for your own good. And I've had like in one year, we had at least, I think my section had at least 60 life flights. And like I was talking to one of my friends, he's like, dude, you okay? I'm like, what do you mean I'm okay? That's fucking a lot, man. You said that's a lot of blood. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so you're saying there's your buddy was saying, are you good? Because
it's like, are you good? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you said you had like 50 people in 1 year that had to get life flighted. Multiple, like, let's say either snake bites or let's say dehydration. Had a guy seizing, had a guy rhabdo. We had soldiers split his head open, blood freaking everywhere. Break legs, backed over. One soldier got backed over because they put their. You're not like we tell them where they can and can't sleep. You have to have engineer tape. This many things with the vehicle, and they don't listen. So, and you can't always watch them. That's our job as OCT, like to make sure. Like one guy got ran over, not in our section, because you see that sergeant major's pissed. But anyways, we go over there, and his legs are just crushed. Yeah. And he's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? All these people that almost died?" Like, I'm like, and we had a Humvee crushed. They went over this hill. They're going way speeding. Not supposed to be going that fast. Hit, crushed the whole engine, crushed his sergeant first class's legs. She can't fucking walk anymore. She like her legs are fucked. And we had a life flighter out there, and everyone's like, "That's not normal, man."
No.
I'm like, well, it was another day in the office for me. At least at the time, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then when you get older and you're fucking, every once in a while you get dreams and nightmares about it, but you're like, same thing in Iraq. Like we had this IDF come in, and you can always tell when someone's new in Iraq. When you're new in Iraq, you run to the bunkers. When you've been there 12 months,
you're just sipping coffee.
You're just sipping coffee. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't, man. I'll walk to the shitter. It's like, dude, where are you going? Bro, if I die in the shitter, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting. Or like you hear incoming and you don't even get on, like you're sleeping in the bed. Most people get on the floor, put your vest over you. No, I'm going back to bed.
Turn over.
I turn over. It's whatever. If it hits us, it hits us. I ain't worried about it.
If any civilian watches this clip, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" But it's just like,
we had this.
You just know, like when I grew up in a Spanish ghetto, so you just went to bed with fucking gunshots as your fucking white noise.
Right, 100%. So
like at some point, you get numb to the fact.
The turrets, what are they called again? Oh my gosh, incoming. C-rams. C-rams, we had them all over the base, and you hear them, like just trying to hit the rounds out of the sky, loud as hell, and just turn back over, man. What is what it is. And this one time, so we're sitting there, and we're doing internal gate security in the IZ, the international zone, green zone for the unknown. And anyways, so we're up there, and I am sitting there, and they have incoming coming in. And this mortar comes in and hits a tree, like between me and I would say maybe 50 yards. Right. Hits this tree, and then shrapnel's on the other side of the T-wall. Well, the other side of the T-wall is all the sleeping area for all the KBR workers. And the T-wall got destroyed. All you hear is people screaming. So, like, from our gate and that gate, we all run over there to go help these guys. And I run over there. We jump over get over the wall. Guy helps me get over. I pull him over. And you see this guy just bleeding out, screaming. And so I'm freaking out. I'm a PFC at the time. I get over there. I put my knee inside because he was bleeding really bad. Deep blood on his leg. Mm-hmm. So I shoved my knee on the inside of his thigh, and I started to get the tourniquet ready. And then the internal ambulance people came in. Not an ambulance, the QRF came in. And so QRF shows up and says, "Hey, man, we can't touch them. Get off." I'm like, "What? We can't touch them. If I move, he's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You cannot put a tourniquet on him. You have to wait for the internal ambulance, like their ambulance to come in here. Not the KBR ambulance, but like the what's it called? They wear light blue uniforms.
I know what you're talking about.
They
I
had
just can't.
the globe on it and everything. I
NATO?
forget yeah,
NATO
NATO.
folks?
So the NATO guys had to come do that, not you. I'm like, what? And so now I didn't. If I would have been older, I would have told them fuck off, and I would have done it anyway. But I was brand new in the armies, about to get promoted. Last thing, I'm still scared about life, and I got up. And it's like one of the things I regretted the most in my life. Like, it fucking haunts me that I watched this guy slip away when I could have fucking saved his life. And because some sergeant first class told me I couldn't fucking touch him and I need to get the fuck off. Yeah. And I'm like, he wasn't even my boss. My boss didn't even fucking care. He was the one telling me to fucking let's do it, let's go. And he goes, no, hey Harris, just listen to him, man. I'm like, what? I think it's like my most reoccurring fucking dream.
I get that. At that point, I would have been like, yo, like, you know, I can't even say at that point I'd be like this because, you know, I'm a first responder. I've fucking ran calls. I've seen people get peeled off of highways and shit. So it's like, it becomes a thing where it's just like, hey, man, like, fuck rank, fuck your patch, fuck you.
You're right.
Like, if I move, this dude's dead. It's
the morality, like, my morals are more important than what you think says the rule is. If I save him, I don't care if I'm in trouble.
What'd you call it? Article fucking 15?
Yeah, Article. So what y'all call NPJ is Article 15.
Yeah,
NJP. Yeah, NJP. Yeah.
Yeah, yo, fucking NJP me. Fucking hook me up with the paperwork afterwards. But like, I needed. This is like everything's out the window, bro. Fuck the tape. Fuck the red tape. Like, yeah.
So like, that sucks a lot right there. And then after Iraq, though, like I said, I did it all over. I ended up doing a rotation. I went back to Texas again. I went to Germany, Romania, Latvia, Poland, Turkey, all from Fort Hood.
So let me ask you this. We kind of touched on it earlier, kind of going back home.
Yeah.
What was that like going home after Iraq? Did you get a chance to take leave after your deployment?
Oh yeah, during deployment we did. So during deployment, I wilded out. Like, I went home on R&R.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home for like 7 days or something like that, or maybe 14. So I don't forget what it was. But
for us, if you did a year in Afghan, you got 2 weeks of R&R in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It could have been that. Mm-hmm. And so I did that. I wilded out when I did that, and then I didn't see my family. I saw them once or twice. Everything else was trying to get my dick wet. I was
fair.
I was black. I was drinking my sorrows away and fucking anything I could.
Yeah.
And I did all that. I blacked out most of the time. I actually took my best friend married my wife's sister later on in life. But my deployment, we were deployed together. We did all this. We ended up marrying fucking sisters. I've been married for 14 years now. He's been married for like, I think, 12. And it's we went on R&R together, me and him. They let us, hey, y'all want to go together? Sure. We wilded out. We drove all over Texas and Arkansas and South Padre Island and fucking partied. But after Iraq,
yeah,
I didn't want to be nearby. It was too loud.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like,
was it quiet too loud?
Quiet too loud, 100%. I don't like, even to this day, I don't like, my wife is pissed off about it. She calls it selective, like, my anxiety is selective. I'm like, what do you mean? So you don't like going to like stores and shit with me, but if you have if I have a plan for something, 100% I'm fine with it. I also carry. I also go in and grab what I need and leave. I can go to Vegas as long as I know where I'm going.
Yeah, I think that's where the anxiety comes from. It's not so much so because it was the thing was like when I was a kid, go crazy, lose my mind, fucking party. But then I've mentioned this before, like a jet will fly over and I'm just like, I cringe because you just never know. And it's a fucking jet. I have no reason. I've never been in country. I've never been in anything. I don't like jets flying over me. And now my ex-wife going to the stores, going somewhere random, I'm just like, too many people. I don't like this. But I think it's not so much as that it's the crowd because I went to Sick New World like 3 weeks ago up in
Well,
Vegas.
I've been wanting to go so bad.
Yeah, I think it's that if I have a plan and I have if I can have some sort of like, I guess, control or a plan and escape, like it's okay.
So
We can make
that's
it happen.
the PTSD diagnoses, the loss of control. If I feel like I have control, I'm fine. The second, like I just took my wife and kids to the botanical garden butterfly thing.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be fine. Okay, butterflies, whatever. The second I walked in, when there was 30 fucking little kids running around, like off dear
leash.
Lord, like that's exactly how I felt, off leash.
Off leash.
Like, if I would have fucking did that as a kid, I would have got the shit beat out of me. What are you doing? Like, and then
Yeah.
like running, I'm pushing my wife in a wheelchair because she's had knee surgery.
Mhm.
Kids are running into her. I was pissed, and because my anger gets up, now my anxiety is getting up because I can't touch these kids. I can't yell at somebody else's kids. And I'm like, and if I end up saying something to somebody else, it's going to end up in a fucking fight. So I'm like, now I'm all shut down. Now she's pissed off at me. Now she's mad at me for being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, it is what it is, man. I can't help it. Look, you be happy I'm quiet, because when I'm quiet, let me blow the fuck up, and then you're really gonna be mad at me. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know that one.
I'm like, I hate like Ross. I freaking hate going to Ross with my wife. Aisles are too small. You can't walk with another person through an aisle. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't want people touching me. Don't get too close to me. I don't like going between the aisles. I feel like I'm getting shut in. I don't like it. I feel like loss of control. I don't like shopping during holidays. Like I went to Fry's on Christmas. That was the dumbest idea.
I order my shit online.
Oh man.
I'll spend the extra $10 and have them deliver right to my door just because. Have you been to Walmart lately? It's a shit show.
Oh,
Fuck this
100%.
Walmart, man. Like
Everyone's all like,
well,
well, we're getting Aldi's and another grocery store. Like, oh, we don't need more grocery stores. Are you sure? Have you been to all of our stores? They're packed, overflowing.
yeah, like I'm all for it because of that. Like I don't mind it because it'll open it up. But like, dude, I'll just order my shit. I don't need to fucking go to Walmart. Or if I do, I go at the old people hours from 7 to 8 in the morning,
Right.
or right before closing, like, cause fuck rush hour, fuck all of that. Like, it's completely unnecessary.
But on a good note, man, like throughout my career though, I've had really good spots that I look back at, and that was a great time in my career. I was an instructor in vending for hand-to-hand combat and in the gas chamber, as well as a high fields demand test for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was in charge of, it's for the 19 Delta, which is Cav Scouts, and 19 Kilos, which is tankers in the Army. And I was their instructor because we started certifying in basic training again around that time. So I was their instructor for that in the gas chamber. So, smoke them out and choke them out. Good times.
Fuck.
And I got obsessed with fighting. I got in a really good headspace. I lost a lot of weight. I was in jiu-jitsu for years. And then I got orders to go to Irwin to go be an OCT up there. So then I went out while I was there. I was a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So I had these 2 black belts. And they're like, hey, y'all want to help us open a fight club on base? I'm like, fight club? Hell yeah. So we have opened the Fort Irwin Jiu-Jitsu club. And we started doing that. I was teaching there when I wasn't in the box. We call it the box, the desert, right? We're out there in the box 15 days out of the week, out of the month, and then 4 days off. And like sometimes you get days in between out of those 15.
Mm-hmm.
We call them reset days.
Yeah.
And I'm reset. I'm gonna hit the gym, or fight. So, but then I end up getting really hurt. I've had I got lucky where I'm at right now. Most people don't get this. I've had like 6 surgeries in the past year. I have tears in both shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I have slight tears in my knees. I've had surgery on my left leg. I'm supposed to get surgery on my right. I've had surgery on my left shoulder. They messed it up. It's worse than it was before. I can't even lift it up past my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fight anymore. And then when I got here, there's no base, and I was really isolated.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other soldiers out here, so what do? And I got really depressed really fast. I felt like I was out, even though I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm working from home because the building we work in, the AC went out. I'm working from home until September. I felt so isolated because not only I'm not in, but I'm not out. What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
I gained 40 fucking pounds.
Some fucking weird ass.
I couldn't
limbo.
fight. I don't do PT. I couldn't do, there's no organized PT. As long as I do my job, they don't care. I don't get taped, even though I should.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do get taped, well, now I'm good. But I would have busted like a motherfucker.
yeah.
I would have got written up and everything. And I would have definitely been put on the body composition program, get my fat ass in shape. But then I don't know, like.
I was talking to Jason, and we were talking about trying to get like a PT thing going on. I mean, if that's something you're interested in, man.
I actually started a ruck club here.
Okay.
I go rucking a lot. I have I turn all my gear into stiff already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I got no gear. It's great.
Dude, you're a foot out.
I am. I got orders in hand, bro. I'm done.
Just biding your time.
I'm just waiting it out. Like next March, I'm already working for a new company, even though I don't retire for like another 7 months past that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm good. Like I love this whole like these programs they got in the Army now.
Yeah.
And other branches where you can go work for companies while you're still in.
Oh, I wish. No, for me, it was my last deployment in 2016, and as soon as I touched American soil, I was in an EMT course while I was still in. So I got those special orders to go do that and handle that. But dude, that was like pulling tooth and nail just to get that, because they're like, you need to go to sergeant's course. We're gonna give you staff. I'm like, I don't want staff. Like I want out. Like you guys, because like it was a whole ordeal. And long story short, you can't bribe me to stay, bro. I'm trying to burn every fucking bridge so I don't be like, maybe no, dude. It's like,
They treat us a lot different when you're at your retirement window versus when you're getting out. And if you're a good soldier while you're in, and you have a plan, and your leadership knows you have a plan for your career, like, hey, look, I got a bachelor's in this, and I'm gonna go do this, bro. You're fine. But the biggest problem with people is they get so narrow-sighted about the military. The military is going to be there when you're gone.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about you more than you.
Yeah, no, they shunned us. I was a fucking leper.
Exactly. And I keep hearing like horror stories about that.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Army does it too, but it's worse than the Marines and it is in the Army. 100%. Like, oh, you are going to sick call? You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to get mental health? You're a piece of shit.
Dude, gunnies, first sergeants, like I said, I've only had one good first sergeant. And out of like the 20 that I've ever worked with, one that he was like, he looked out. Everybody else was like, well, they were experts about getting out, you know? Mind you, this has been in 20 years. It's like, yeah, no, when you get out, you can't go to disability. You can't go to the VA. It's like, you're telling me a whole lot of stuff that you're an expert in, but you're still in. You're not on the outside. Yeah. You get 100%, you can't get a job.
No, that's not how that works. Not how that works.
So I was like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna go gamble on myself.
So there are jobs you can't, if you're 100%, you can't do, like, depending on the state, which they're just trying to get rid of that because, again, like we were talking about earlier, the 100% disabled is not disabled.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't call it that. It's compensation. Like I said, just because I have PTSD, I'm medicated. I have chronic migraines. Because I got knocked out in Irwin by a fire extinguisher. Flew up, hit me back to the ACH, knocked my ass out.
Fuck.
I kept the cover from ACH has a big huge red ring. They put the fire extinguisher on a plaque as a going away gift as a joke.
I love that.
Yeah,
though.
it was good shit.
That's the kind of sense of humor people like. Oh, that's morbid, but like
that's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. Man.
That's a story to tell.
They made a video. I don't know if you ever seen not The Office. What's the video where is it Clerks, where they're walking around like a printer. And they're beating up the
Office
printer.
Space.
Office Space. There we go.
Office Space.
So they recreated Office Space with the fire extinguisher, and they beat the shit out of it with a bat and everything. It was hilarious.
Like you couldn't ask for more, dude. Like, cause look, I'm a nerd, right? I'm covered up in Joker tattoos. I love Batman. My son's middle name is Bruce Wayne.
There we go.
Thanks to my ex-wife. Like that wasn't even my idea. She gets 100% credit for that.
Nice.
But when I was leaving one of my units, they made me a plaque. Not even a plaque. They took a piece of cardboard and they put "Why So Serious?" Put my corporal fucking chevrons on there, and I was like, "All right, cool. I appreciate it. Whatever. I didn't ask for anything." But then they come out with this fucking statue of the Joker, like that big, and they're like, "No, here you go. Thank you for working with us." You know, I was like, "Damn, okay. Like I love you guys."
Yeah.
Like, That's some shit, dude. And he's upstairs on display, man. I fucking love him. But
I've gotten a PCS gift from every base, and my favorite one, and it's also my embarrassing one, was when I left Korea. They gave me a plaque, and it says a break glass in case of emergency, and it has a soju bottle in it.
fuck it.
They're like,
Beautiful.
bro, you blacked out so many times here. We're gonna give you a gift of liquor.
Yeah.
And
That's the sentiment, man.
oh my,
That's what
y'all guys
counts.
are nuts. It has little hammer on the inside. I'm
Mhm.
like, y'all guys are crazy.
That's beautiful, dude. Like you can't ask for something more better than that.
No,
dude.
no,
Like,
no.
it's fucking amazing.
It's like like I said, it's that closeness. And so what scares me, like now that I feel like I'm out, even though I'm not. And everyone I talk to says the same thing. Like working with civilians fucking sucks.
Oh, big
And
time.
and it's nothing against them. They don't get it.
They don't know.
They don't know. And like you got to watch what you say now. You got to you don't want to offend anybody because everything we say is offensive. Don't get me wrong. They have job lines like if I'm gonna be blue collar, I can probably do some manual labor and they'll freaking be able to.
I'm a first responder, right? I'm a firefighter.
Yeah.
And I've done wildlands and I've done structure, and that is about as close as I'm gonna get with the fucking the morbid shit, like the ambulance people, because
Be able to joke around and not get in trouble.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers see death probably as much as
we did, yeah.
if not more, because after 4 years, you're done. Like, say in 6 months, you've had the worst time of your life. You lost your best friend and all of that. These motherfuckers are peeling kids off of highways.
Yeah, and that's fucking
and
crazy.
They stay there for 20 years.
Talking to my cousin does it. I'm like, bro, that's freaking nuts.
Mhm.
He's one in Dallas, Texas, and I just don't get it, man. I'm like, dude, that's so y'all get paid such trash for what you do. Like your nurses get paid more, but you also do life saving measures. And I don't think maybe not as much as a nurse, but like sustainable. You should be around at least 50 to 60 to 70 grand, not 30, not 20.
$18 for an
like
EMT.
18. Like I know you get paid more than that. Go to work at fucking In-N-Out. That's crazy.
28 assistant manager at QT.
Oh my, that's
and
nuts.
he don't even know CPR yet. I've had that, like you said, something with the tourniquet or needle D or, shit like that. Like I've had calls where I've had to talk fucking veterans off the ledge.
Yeah,
100%. And then my captain is just like, we gotta go. I was like, hang on now. Same thing. Like you said, mine wasn't as extreme because that dude wasn't bleeding, but he's like ready to fight, kill, get arrested. And I'm like, he was a Navy cat. I'm like, what's up, doc? And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, Navy sticker on your truck. I'm not a doc. Yeah, you are. Shut up. I'm a Marine. And instantaneously, they're like, oh. And then we just start bullshit. It's just like, but.
Was he a corpsman?
No.
Was he a corpsman?
No, that's why I call him doc. It was like, because to me, every Navy person is a doc.
Might as well be, right?
So it's like, it's that, like, I think the medical field's about the only ones, because your leg got blown off. Now they're saving you from your blown off leg.
100%.
And you're just another number to them, because how many dudes' legs that they've had to say they've lost an arm, a limb, something, and we're traumatized because some shit happened to us once. They're numb to the fact. So they can they're about the only people I relate to that's in the civilian sector, because you think you saw something, they seen it all, So it's like, and even like with the structure firefighters, some of them don't get it, but it is what it is. But I've had one office job my whole life, and dude, I did not last. it was like taking that outside dog that's been outside his whole fucking life. You bring him in the house and he just pisses and shits everywhere, losing his fucking mind. And that's what it was for me, So it's like, I know that feeling.
So
dealing with civilians.
I'm going to an office job. I'm thinking I got offered a job, 2 different jobs. One's on honor health as their safety. So I'll basically be at a hospital being their safety guy. The guy pisses everyone off the clipboard. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to people unless I'm pissing them off. That's great.
Yeah.
That's how I do in the Army anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or I also got offered another safety gig at because I was a battalion safety for a long time, and I'm chemical, so I have an associate's and bachelor's now in safety.
Go OSHA.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Either OSHA or a company safety, this company right here. They're a huge huge construction company, and they go to every freaking state, and they need safeties at every one of these sites. And I'm like, dude, I could freaking do that. And it's 6 figures. And I'm like, hell yeah. And I'm qualified already. I have the certs, and I've done it in the Army half my career.
You should,
so I'm like,
you should be the safety guy at my job at Volkswagen because, yeah, that guy needs to get replaced. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
And so, like, that's the goal for right now is, like, I'm trying to, like, make sure I do this transition out good, get paid a decent job. My wife's like, hey, what do you need to be a cop? I'm like, man, I don't want a job that's my identity anymore. Like, nothing wrong with cops. I don't hate or love. I'm wrong. There's cops I hate. There's cops I'm okay with. Yeah. You can be a jerk in any job. Mm-hmm. You can get a big head in any job. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, shit, in the Army, I've had one boss I didn't like. One. Yeah, no, which I've heard people hate millions of bosses.
I told you already.
Yeah, right? I've only had one bad one that gave me nightmares. Like, I didn't, like, actually nightmares. I didn't want to go to work.
Yeah. But. No, I wish I was that lucky. In my 7 years, I had the one that I was like, you're the dude I aspire to be. The rest of them, man, they could be on fire. I wouldn't take a piss on them. Right. Like, it's that bad. Yeah. Maybe a lieutenant here and there. They were solid, but you got your butter bars. Oh God, I had one lieutenant that he's like, Ramus, I don't know fuck all, so I'm gonna rely on you. I'm gonna lean on you. Help me get through this, and I got you. Like, that was a solid ass lieutenant. Like, he was willing to learn. He was a smart dude. And then I had another lieutenant. Fucking dude he had a bachelor's in math, and he could not count artillery rounds because you have to count all the ammo, right? And we were shooting artillery. This dude could not count to save his life. And he'd look at you and like chew your ass out. But imagine I'm chewing you out right now like this, but I'm looking at it like this. You need to do better at your job. You need to make sure you're like this. Like, at least you're gonna look me in the eye. But no, he's just offset. Cannot look you in the eye. Yeah, you gotta do better. This, and this. And all I'm gonna be like, maybe if you could count to 10, mister, I have a bachelor's in fucking math. So I was just like, nah, dude. I can count on one hand the good leaders. And that was another reason why I wanted to get out, because I learned that at a young point in my career that all the good Marines, the smart ones, those real good leaders, they were smart enough to get out and go do something with their lives, and all that was left were the fucking retards and
so
idiots.
I've seen that on both sides. I have friends, like I said, I got a friend who drank the Kool-Aid, and he's all about the Corps, and retired at 20, but he's like, to this day, he has people that call him. He still keeps in touch with the people who are in. He has younger. He's a good mentor. He was good with his. As long as you were a good Marine, he was a good leader. Dude. Solid dude. And it is the luck of a draw, man. Like, 100%. Like, it is. I remember like change of command and getting excited because I'm like, oh my God, finally getting this dumbass out of here. And like, he's gonna end up getting us killed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we had these like leaders that are gonna get you killed. You're like, yeah, I'm not following that guy anywhere. He's like, hey, that's our first class. I need you to. What's your guidance?
Yeah, dude. It was, and I will say that, and I say this every time. I don't project my experience onto everybody because everybody experiences in their own way their military life. So I just my experience the cards weren't in my favor. So be it. So I played with the hand I had, and I decided to move on and do other things in life, and I don't regret it. Like, my boy, he's about to be first sergeant. Because you get to be first or master sergeant in the Marine Corps, right?
Yeah, same for us.
Right? So
it's the same rank, different responsibilities.
And he's like, he's sitting on the fence because he's like, he doesn't care to be pencil pusher for a sergeant for some unit somewhere. He likes working in the armory. So he's like, I can be the master or like the head boss of this specific job. That's why he's thinking about master sergeant. I'm thinking, man, that's fucking amazing, dude. He had a great career. He's done all these things. And then he came to me when I was getting ready to get out during year 7. He's like, why don't you stay in? I'm like, I like my beard. He's like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, like, I can grow a beard and I don't have to fucking worry about dealing with motherfuckers, especially since things are getting softer. And it's not what I came in. It's not what I signed up for. It's not what my pappies raised me for. I'm just like, no, man, this ain't it. But I don't go to somebody who's about to join. I don't go to somebody who's in and be like, you gotta get out. No, it's like, if you're having a good time, ride the lightning.
Man,
if you're having a bad time, change it.
Like I said about my friend, man, I'm all about the Kool-Aid too. I always tell people, hey man, join the Army, or join the Marines, join something. What do you want to do in your life? You got nothing? You're stuck? Go join. Go do something. Go see the world.
Make it worth your while.
Yeah, make it worth your while though. Like if you're gonna be whatever you do, like be smart about it. Yeah. Do college, go see some stuff, get some life experiences. Yeah. Join a job like I have a nephew. He's wanted to join the Air Force. He scored like a 60 on the ASVAB, which is not terrible. His GT was a 105 still. Mm-hmm. I mean, all that cares about your GT score. The ASVAB was whatever. And I'm like, okay, so look, you may not be able to do the job you want in the Air Force. He goes, yeah, I want to be a Marine now. I'm like, that's a big fucking job. Yeah. I'm like, say, what would you do? What would I do? Let's talk about easy. Which one is easier? Quality of life. Quality of life is Air Force. Yeah. Navy. Yeah. Army. Marines. Yeah. I know that. You know that. We all talk shit saying Army's better, your Marines better. No, we're harder. You're harder. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let's be real. Y'all treat each other like shit. Mm-hmm. We semi-treat each other like shit. And it gets better as you change the branches. Mm-hmm. He went from the easiest to the hardest. I'm like, why are you joining? Well, I want to go to college and okay, you already said it. Don't be a Marine then. Yeah. He goes, if you're trying to prepare yourself for life and get free college and do college where you're in, that's the last job you want.
I think I would say if somebody has like a really high GT score and a really high ASVAB score, and you want to go Marine, okay. This is like my buddy, right? But my buddy was cryptolinguistic.
And there's plenty of jobs in the Marines that can get you. So like, hey, if you're going to be a Marine. He said, yeah, I'm going to go infantry. I'm like, nah. Bro, you just went to the hard, like, you went straight from the easiest job. You wanted to be an airplane mechanic and fucking Air Force to a fucking Marine. Yeah. You want to go straight grunt? Yeah. Ooh. I'm like, bro, you went from easy to death.
Let's take a step back.
I'm not saying you're going to die. I'm saying it's just a hard-ass fucking job, man. It's not easy.
It's not. They glorify the shit out of it. And you're 100%. You're not going to get your money's worth. I'm not talking shit about
any guys out there who did it, man. There are people who do it for it because they want to be. You want to be a Marine? You want to serve your nation? You want to be infantry? You want to serve your nation? I'm proud of you. You cream of the crud. I'm telling my nephew who wanted to have a career in college and school. Most infantry guys I know don't have time for it. They're too busy. No. They don't have time for school at all. You're running, gunning. Like not everyone's career is the same. I have friends who are in infantry who did like 6 deployments back to back. I'm like not back to back, but a lot of them.
No, I know what you mean.
A few months off. I'm doing this one. And they're deployment chasing now. By the time they get to a certain age. Yeah. Because they don't want to be home. Because home is, again, it's weird. It's quiet. The house is weird. The marriage is now weird. So they just keep going.
No, absolutely. I get that. I mean, with all of that, so we kind of touched on a few things. So, life before. Yeah. Life during. So, what's your game plan? Since you're like at 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Man, it's provide for my family. That's always been the number one thing. Anyway, I wasn't married. I got married. Let's say right after Korea. I met my wife on the way to Korea at the airport. We exchanged emails. I got on Skype, talked to her every day, and I got married. I got 3 kids now, 18, 16, almost 17, and 10. My whole thing for my life right now is provide for them. And so probably the only reason I haven't bit a bullet is because of my family.
That's everybody's story, dude.
Yeah, like I don't know where they would be without me, and I want them to be taken care
of. My life plan ended at 30, but I was still married and I had kids, so I'm literally living in bonus time. And I don't, and I think it goes for a lot of us who are fathers and providers of their families. Like it's almost like it's not a special story. It's everybody, like almost like our cliche. Yeah. And it's nothing wrong with it being our cliche. It's our path. any father. You don't even have to be military. Any father who gives a shit, he wants to provide for their kids, right? So like they're upstairs sleeping. I got my 17-year-old, my 12-year-old, and my 10-year-old. They're upstairs right now, fucking pass the fuck out. I let them stay up and party last night, and now they're sleeping in so we can do this. And it's just like, yeah, if I didn't have them, I wouldn't have this house. If I didn't have this house, I wouldn't have the van. I'd have just my bike, you know, and I'd just be on the road, a fucking vagabond, you know, fucking stop to stop and either camping outside or sleeping in a hotel or maybe not even here because
I wouldn't have these degrees. I have degrees because I'm pushing for the outside. Wrong. I mean, in the inside the service, you need to you need to be more competitive for promotions. So there's another reason for like getting degrees while you're in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And hey, I'm jobs inside the Army. I picked additional, you know, your additional duties. I picked them. One for hobby, for the fighting one, I didn't because that was fun. But the other one for the safety and the environmental protection, I picked those because they came with certificates that work on the outside.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do that, and I will volunteer for it.
Yep.
And then I did some other like master resilience trainer. I voted for I did that one just because you can work in the Army and get like as a civilian and get paid good money. I'm like, hey, I'll get that certificate just in case.
Like the crypto-linguistic job I told you about, dudes are working Monterey. Monterey's a beautiful city, right?
Oh, yeah,
beautiful
100%.
town. And they would be in camis Friday. But you know, you're in camis because you work in the same building with the civilian contractors. They would be in the building Friday for their last day in camis, turn around, show up Monday morning, and just go into the civilian office, still working. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just like, yo, you not only did you go learn, you're smart enough to go learn a new language, you're working in this building with these civilians, you get to know these people, you build rapport, and they know you're getting out.
Connections, man.
Right? And then you go, instead of going to the left hall, you just go to the right hall, and guess what? Your EAS, now you're not getting paid an E6 pay rate or an E7 pay rate. Now you're getting that 6-figure fucking pay bump, you know? Now you're making that money within the civilian, and you made the right instead of the left, you know? And that's like another thing going into the Marine Corps. You're saying you want to be a mechanic of some sort, so when you get out, now you're working for fucking Boeing, working on their 747s, you know what I mean? You're fixed wing compared to I'm just a grunt. What are you gonna go do? Be security guard for fucking some fucking building? You know,
I have a lot of friends that do that. Like they'll have aviation friends who are in the Army who get out. I had a specialist got out and then went and worked for Boeing, and then ended up working in Dubai, working on helicopters in Dubai. I'm like, he was looking all Dubai'd out, looking all posh and shit, bougie. Made friends out there with Lambos and all kinds of exotic cars.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
fuck.
This specialist making 200, 300K a year. I'm like, E4 and balling out. And same thing with air defense. I know people who work with Lockheed Martin right after and make bank because they were working with the same civilians, and they end up getting out of the unit and then go working for that unit as a civilian.
Yeah, I know, it's beautiful.
And making fucking 6 figures. I'm like,
man, if this was something that I knew when I was talking to my recruiter, man, I wouldn't have been a radio operator.
I'm actually, I'm like, hey man, when I joined, when I reclassed to active, I'm like, hey, the question I asked was, what job will get me paid, and which one's promoting? And he goes, well, chemical. You can work out in the civilian sector anywhere with that. And I'm like, okay. And it was a star in the West at the time. For us, we got promotion points to a certain rank before they start looking at overall. And I'm like, all right.
Similar.
Sweet.
Well, ours was similar too.
So, but by the time I got the E1 through E4 is automatic, right? And by the time I got to E4, the points went to 798 from like what it was. It was 798 for years. And you can't get that. I maxed out everything. I could freaking max
Couldn't
out.
touch it. Yeah.
I couldn't get promoted.
Yeah.
And then right before I got kicked, like forced out because I hit time in service, time in grade, you can't be any further. You're almost at 8 years. You're not at E5 yet. And finally, points dropped just enough that they dropped to 650. And that's how many points I had. I got picked up, and they shot back up. And now they're all like 35 and 45 because they can't keep people in the service anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I was so lucky. So freaking lucky.
Yeah.
But this whole plan now, like I said, was all like, just taking all the skills and everything else I learned, and then the college I got on top of it. The biggest thing I always tell people, like, dude, make sure you're hireable. Like, don't just do your job unless your job is going to get you hired somewhere. Like the jobs we're talking about, the helicopter mechanics or the air defense technicians, people who have the jobs that are like really, or the anything with a TS clearance, so you can go work for the government and get paid. But these other jobs that, I'm going to go be a medic. I'm like, okay, you understand the only certifications they give you get you an EMT, right? You're not a nurse.
Yeah.
You're like, what? They don't tell you that shit when you're picking your jobs.
No, not at all.
And then they literally don't give you enough certifications to be good enough to get hired.
Yeah.
You have to go get your own certifications, but it's free. People don't take that advantage. Go take the extra class to be the nurse, to be the certified helicopter mechanic, to be whatever you need to do. You're like 1 or 2 certificates under.
Mm-hmm.
You're qualified for enough for the Army. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you can work on this multi-billion-dollar equipment? Sure. But you can't, you're not qualified on the outside because you don't have the class.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, even though you took thousands of classes,
and you probably know, and you know more than this motherfucker who's in that class right now.
100%. And you're like,
take a fucking whole helicopter apart like a fucking Lego, put it back together better, and.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing, man. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I can provide my family. I got a few different opportunities. I'm gonna do that. Might move back to Texas. My son graduates. My daughter just graduated this year. My son graduates in 2. I retire, like I said, next year. So 2027, I retire. And then in 28, we might be moving. If I can transfer. I got to be with the company for a year. If they'll let me transfer it out to Houston and or Dallas, I'll do that and live out in the country, get some land where it's not, where I'm not pissing on my neighbor. I don't want to be, this is too many houses too close for me.
No HOA.
No, I don't like HOA.
Oh, fuck
I don't
HOAs.
like HOA, and I do. I like people who maintain their yards. I like a clean yard. I don't like all these stupid extra fees or the HOA looking like crap, all kinds of stuff I don't like. And
I get that.
but
Yeah. So, well, okay, with all that. So now in this part, we talk about advice for people. Like you kind of mentioned your nephew. So what would you give somebody who's talking about wanting to go in that isn't your nephew? Like, hey, Matt, I'm thinking about joining the service. What's your take on that? You know?
So my biggest take for anybody is do what you want to do. Like join for a job that like suits you. If you don't have the like, hey, I want to be infantry, then be infantry. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. But if you're joining for a job to get you certified, to like set your life up, be smart about it. Pick a job that's going to get you certified in something. Then do the college right when you get in and get the qualifications to get you hired on the outside. So not the biggest part about the civilian life is, oh, you don't have enough college. Oh, you don't have enough certifications. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're not certified or you don't have the experience. Well, the Army, in the military, the Marines, or anybody can do that for you.
Amber.
You can have both.
My dog's off camera trying to see. She's like, I see somebody.
Come over here.
Come on.
So that's my biggest thing, man. Like, get the certifications, get the qualifications, then get the life experiences, get the leadership experience. Do well. Push yourself. If you're going to be in, yeah, it's fun your first year, party and everything, but you can still party and be a good soldier. You can still party and get your certifications. The problem is, for me, I didn't do that. I just partied.
I think that's all of our problems.
Until I was a leader, and then I started doing like schools and everything like that. So like, I'm like, hey, look, push, grind, get that promotion, get that rank, get the qualifications, get your civilian certifications, get ready for your transition out at an early age. Also, make sure you get everything medically documented.
Yes.
Because it has been a pain in my butt. Because I have not been civilian doctors even though I'm here. I don't go to a military base. So that's good for me. Most people got to go to a military base. Like an MRI
VA.
takes you how long?
I did.
MRI?
I'm still waiting on my MRI for my fucking knee from the VA.
Oh, man, I don't have to wait for nothing. It's like, the civilian doctor's like, all right.
These right here, I got them last Wednesday because I lost my tooth while I was in. I got hit. fucked up it jammed my tooth up into my skull and through my gum, and it was hurting. I got a root canal, and then they never put the cap, so it brittled and broke and fell off. So it's like, I'm tired of having this hole in my face.
Yeah.
So I was like, I could try to go to the VA dentist, and all they're gonna do is give me a cleaning, or I just walked into the orthodontics. So I was like, yo, how much? And they're like, $250 a month, for a year and a half. And, before I even walked out, I wasn't even planning on getting them, and they slapped these fucking braces on. And I'm like, okay. And that was just this past Wednesday. It's funny, how the civilian folk work for money instead of like the VA, who's, I don't know what they're doing. They're just them.
You use Phoenix or you use Tucson?
No, I use my clinic's Gilbert, so yeah, Phoenix.
Well, I've heard horrible things about the Phoenix fucking VA.
The main VA in Phoenix is ass. Like, if I want a good healthcare, I gotta go to Tucson, but that's its own.
So everyone here, like all the vets I know inside of our town, they prefer the Tucson VA, and they'll switch it to that one just so they have better quality care.
Yeah, and then you can go to the clinic down in Casa Grande because the Casa Grande is attached to Phoenix.
And it's a good clinic there.
It's fucking state of the art over there, dude. It's fucking
crazy
pretty.
For a little BFE town.
Yeah. Well, the Casa Grande is a regular clinic, but the VA in Tucson is state of the art. So, but yeah, no, man. And then, okay, what about, you probably had this conversation with all your boys who are under you. What do you tell them for somebody who's still in?
I get like every Joe I've ever had underneath me. I've always said the same thing. Hey, man, education, certifications, family, career. The Army is going to army without you. You think that you're God's gift to earth, the second you PCS, it's like you're never there.
No, you're going to get replaced.
You're going to get replaced. So whatever they say, don't take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying don't do your job. Don't be a hinder. But also, don't make it your life where you ignore your family. Family comes first. So like when I'm talking about education, your education is your family. What I mean by that is if you're not certified in anything, you're not hireable. If you're not hireable, you can't provide. So make yourself hireable. Make yourself, but don't do it at the cost of your family. So you got to have that work-life balance. Learn how to turn your phone off. I have such anxiety about my phone.
Yeah, you were telling me that earlier.
I hate it. I hate my phone. I hate my watch. It buzzes. I can't stop looking at it. It's like that time of being staff and lower enlisted, where if you aren't answering your texts or your phone calls, you're getting ringed. You have to. And I'm sitting there at dinner with my wife and answering texts instead of, it can wait till later. And being able to disconnect and spend time with your family, that quality time is hard to get when you're in.
Yeah.
Again, Iraq, Afghanistan, Guam, South Korea, Romania, Latvia, Poland, Turkey, Germany, all while in and married. And my family didn't go with me.
No.
So, like, all those places, the mission's always going to be there. Make sure you take care of yourself and your family. That's my number one thing, family time.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me, but it's funny because it's
hard.
It's such a simple concept. Hindsight 2020. We look back and we see it, but when we were looking forward, and it's just like, man, I did not think of any of that. I only thought about what I was gonna do getting out when I was ending my first enlistment. I looked at my wife and I was like, shit, we don't have a plan. We were thinking about just staying out at 29 Palms and just moving into Riverside. But I was like, I don't have a job lined up. That's my point. Yeah. So I was like, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a plan. We were like, yo, let's re-enlist. Let's buy ourselves a little bit more time. And then with my second enlistment, I was like, cool, here's the plan. The last year, I'm gonna get the VA loan. We get a house where I'm gonna volunteer for recruiting. Because your B-bill, it's either recruiting, drill instructor, or embassy duty. Tattoos ruled me out of embassy duty. So I was like, okay, career, recruiter, I'm not doing drill instructor. So I was gonna volunteer to be a recruiter. Wherever they send me is where I buy the house. Long story short, I was told no, you're gonna go on this last deployment. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna get my EMT lined up. And then Let's start looking for a house. When they give us our money, they're like, yo, here's 200,000, find a living. She did her algorithm and she found this house. We bought the house and she left 2016, March of 2016, we bought the house and she and the kids were here. My last year while I was in deployment, and then I was in the barracks, and then I was going to EMT school. So when I got out on Friday. Monday, I was in hazmat class so I can go be a firefighter. Oh, yeah. So it was just like, yo, I got my plan because I didn't want that. Like you said, be ready, be marketable. And that's exactly what I did while I was in, because if not, dude, what was I going to do? Re-enlist again? Right. No way. Not with the way I was feeling, not with the mindset I had. I was like, no, I'm out. So I made sure my cards were lined up.
I was almost on the way out too, man. And I was, again, doing the same thing. I was trying to make sure I was hireable and everything like that. I was a little younger. I think I was E5 at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was one of my other Article 15s.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure. So the last question I'd have, I'm pretty sure we already beat the horse to death with, was, what would you give advice to somebody who's getting out? And we pretty much said it. Yeah. Line yourself up, have yourself with a job, and it's all connected. Line yourself up from the beginning, so you got to plan on the outside getting out.
I'm sorry about this work call, man.
Okay, no, with that being said, we're done. Right. So I appreciate you coming through, man. So everything. Yeah, well, until the next time, you guys, hurry up and wait. Okay.
Hey, Sergeant Harris, how can I help you, man? What's up, brother?
All right, guys. Well, hope you liked that episode with Matt. Ended a little abruptly, but we got business done. He had business to handle. That being said, thank you guys again. Hurry up and wait.